Alright, we got a lot to talk about. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. So guys, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. You gotta check out my non-spoiler review. Check it out in the item top right corner, right here. I gave the movie a 7.3 out of 10. I enjoyed it as a popcorn flick, but as a Star Wars flick, not so much. So I'm not going to talk about, oh, did I like this character? Did I like this? How they treated that? No, I'm going to talk about a lot of spoiler shit, alright? So, Palpatine, let's get to him. In this movie, he has a wicked scene where at the end, like, oh, the whole First Order, or what they call in this film, the Final Order, are like being the Resistance. But then the Resistance come back, and they're about to win, and then Palpatine just shoots like a big lightning bolt to the sky. That was an awesome scene. I love that scene. It's pretty awesome. But other than that, Palpatine, he just shows up, tries to like tell Kylo Ren, hey, if you listen to me, you'll control the galaxy. But we never even find out if he actually, is he the same Palpatine from The Return of the Jedi? How did he survive? No, he's just back. He has a cult, which I was like, what's with this cult? Like, they didn't explain that. They just die like that. And then Palpatine himself, he's the grandfather of Rey. Yeah, that's Rey's backstory. The father and mother, they're pretty much nobodies. Yeah, the son is, well, the father is Palpatine's son, but I didn't see it all. But yeah, guys, the stuff between Palpatine and Rey, I just felt like it was forced. J.J. Abrams was like, okay, we gotta make this interesting. Let's just go by the theory that, oh, she is Palpatine's granddaughter, and see how that works. And honestly, it didn't really work well. Now, the final battle between Rey and Palpatine is legit, alright? Rey literally goes like with 2 lightsabers. It's the coolest moment in the film. It's pretty awesome. Kylo Ren, his how he turns from like the dark side to the good side, that was awesome. And his team up with Rey. Still don't like that #Rebel shit. That's dumb. But the relationship and how they fought Palpatine was pretty cool. But yeah, guys, like I said in my non-spoiler, everything feels so convenient in this film. Like, actually, anytime there's a problem, it's like, oh man, we lost that. We can't find out about that whole Sith language or whatever. Oh, turns out there's actually somewhere we could go that we can find it out. How convenient. Or, oh, we need this thing to get into the Empire ship. We only have it. Oh, here's another character to come on screen. I got it. It makes no sense. Like, there's certain parts I'm like, what? Like, you could, like, drag that on a little longer so you could be like, oh, are they stuck in, like, a spot? Are they gonna get to where they want to go? No, you just gotta be like, problem, a second layer. Oh, it's solved. Problem, it's solved. There's different problems in this film. Like, Finn, he is okay in this film. I like him, but there's no point to him anymore. He's better in Force Awakens, had no point in Last Jedi. In this film, I'm just like, whatever. Poe, he has an awesome character arc with this other girl, which I wish I saw more of that girl. And at the end, when he's all like, hey, let's get together, and she's like, nope, I was like, damn, that's a burn. Like, poor him. He literally just saved the galaxy, kinda. Like, he led them and stuff. He at least deserves to get with this girl. And she just blows him off. Like, she doesn't blow him off, no. She, like, pushed him away. Difference. But I really wish they brought them together at the end. Like, that would have been cool. And guys, another thing that I saw that was interesting in this film was with Lando and that new girl. Like, that new girl who was with, who was it? With Finn, they met and stuff. She was forgettable a lot throughout the film. But one scene, I was like, okay, maybe she's interesting. I think she was Lando's daughter, but we may never find out. They literally give us, like, a question at the end of the film, and I'm like, oh, are they gonna solve this? And they don't. It's like, this is the final movie. You gotta solve everything. But solve it in a good way. Now, if they would have left some questions out there, like, oh, is there going to be another film? I've been fine with that. Because everything wraps up pretty nicely in this film, and it's good on one end, because you don't have to think about it that much. But on the other end, I'm like, okay, that was kind of boring. There was no part where I was like, oh, it's going to go a different way. Oh, the Resistance is going to lose. Palpatine is winning. No, I was just like, oh, Resistance, oh, hope is lost, hope is back, hope is lost, hope is back, and it's just like, alright, movie's over. But yeah, guys, Rey herself, I don't even know if she's the main character. Like, throughout this film, there's one scene that made me laugh so hard, guys. You guys saw in the trailer that she jumps over like a ship, right? And that's like Kylo's ship. It's on like the sand planet, and they have Chewbacca in like the ship, and she's trying to get them away, and she literally lightning shocks the thing. When that happened, I was like, oh my god, it was so freaking cheesy. It went from, oh, she's getting a ship, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of unbelievable, but I'll let it slide. And she just lightning strike. It's like, okay, I get she's Palpatine's dog, but you don't have to beat it over her head that bad. And then Kylo, he had great scenes, but like the best scene had to be with him and Han. Like, it was my favorite scene in the movie, actually. When the guy who plays Han Solo, holy crap, oh, Harrison Ford. I can't believe I almost forgot that. But Harrison Ford did a great job in this. I wish he was in the trilogy more, but I guess he doesn't like Star Wars, even though it made his career. But still, he did a good job in the scene. It really showed like Kylo went to like the light. Like, he had the best character arc in this movie. Out of all the characters, he actually had a good character arc. So yeah, guys, Kylo, A+. Rey, not so much. Didn't like her backstory that much. It was too predictable. She's overpowered most of the time. The only thing that I really liked about her was that scene where she freaking has 2 lightsabers. And at the end of the film where she's all like, oh, I am Rey Skywalker. I'm like, that's cheesy as shit. That's so freaking cheesy. You're not Skywalker, you're Palpatine. The only reason they did that was to say, oh, she's the rise of the Skywalker. You didn't have to freaking be that on the nose. Like, it's very on the nose. And guys, Luke returns as a Force Ghost. Leia dies. Like, you guys know that. She dies, and she comes back as a Force Ghost at the end. And Leia in this film, didn't care for her. Sorry, Carrie Fisher. Like, your acting was great. But the character's arc and stuff, and how she dies and stuff, I was like, whatever. Didn't care for her. And then Luke, he was in there a little bit, but we didn't get that much for him. It was just like, okay, just pushing Rey's story arc, even though her story arc was weak. And at the end, when they were just looking at her, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm Skywalker. I was like, this is dumb. Like, super dumb way to end a film. Like, it was going really well. We've seen, like, Ewoks. They're all celebrating that they beat the Empire. And then we go to Tatooine. I'm like, oh, Jawa's nice. And then we have this dumb scene with her calling herself a Skywalker. I'm like, what the heck? And then, guys, the movie, there's a lot of action throughout it. I did like the action. The lightsaber battle between Kylo and Rey is awesome, alright? Different parts of the film, really cool. Now, in the final battle between Palpatine and Rey, she uses, like, the voices of all these different Jedis to fight back, which, on paper, sounds freaking awesome. But when you just hear voices and you look into dead space, I was like, okay, this is super cheap. You could not brought these actors back and had her, like, actually, you guys think about it. How cool would it have been? Palpatine's right there. Rey's going at him, and behind her is all these freaking Jedis from past films, past lore, and past anime TV shows. Like, frick, get Ahsoka Tano, get Mace Windu, get Obi-Wan. All these characters, this is supposed to be the final Star Wars film. Like, obviously it's not, because it makes a lot of money. But if you're trying to market it that way, at least give us like that, oh, it's all coming together. No, you just gotta have some Rey stare into space and hear all these voices, and then all of a sudden she has power. I was like, okay, that was dumb. It could be an awesome scene, could have made the film, like, really great. It could have brought that film from popcorn flick to an actual Star Wars film. But no, you missed out on the chance, Disney. Like, what the heck? And guys, Kathleen Kennedy, fire her, alright? She did not have a plan for this whole trilogy. Force Awakens was great. I felt like they had a great standalone film. But then they didn't know what to do for the rest of the trilogy. Like Last Jedi, they were like, oh, we're doing another standalone film. And then this film is like, okay, people didn't like Last Jedi, let's just take everything out, go buy some fan service, but don't actually tell the fans, hey, how'd this happen? How did Palpatine come into play? How is Rey connected to the Skywalkers? Like, what the heck? Where are all these Jedis? Makes no sense, and it's very convoluted and a mess, alright? This is a mess film, alright? It's very a mess. But guys, Chewbacca, he was great. Lando, really liked him. I was afraid he was going to get killed. Like, I actually thought he was going to get killed. But no, they didn't kill him off like all the other legendary characters. And then there's certain scenes in this film that are just unnecessary. Like, there's like a lesbian kiss at the end, and I thought Poe and freaking Finn were gonna kiss, but I was like, oh, please don't. But they didn't. It's Disney. They like include in every single film now, even though it's unnecessary in this one. And then, guys, in this film, they go to different planets, which I thought like the planet hopping was actually pretty cool, but how they got there was dumb. Like, it was like, oh, we have a dagger, but we can't read it. For some reason, C-3PO can't read it. He can read every single other language, but can't read this one. It was just like, okay, we have a 2-hour film. Let's extend it 22 minutes. Or no, we have an hour and a half film, but hey, let's have them go to different planets so we can drag this out longer. But when we get to the good stuff, we don't drag it out so it's like good. No, when we get to the good stuff, we skip over it and get to the crappy stuff and drag that out. That's what I felt like, alright? I felt like the bad parts of the film were dragged out and the good parts were shortened up. It's like, we should have got more Palpatine and Rey. We should have got more Palpatine, period. Like, tell his backstory and everything. We should have got more Luke. We should have got more Jedis. We should have got more, who was it? Han Solo. Like, I like to see, I get Harrison Ford can't come back, but get one more scene. More Leia. Make her actually good. Don't have her be, oh, she has the... Oh, that's another thing. Just thought about it. Leia is a freaking Jedi. What the heck is that? I get you can have a Superman thing in Last Jedi, but having her be a Jedi? What? That scene was stupid. Like, Luke's a Jedi. Leia's not a Jedi. They have not confirmed that, and just throwing it at our faces like that in this film was just so stupid. But yeah, guys, this film has awesome action sequences, cool lore, and it wraps up nicely, I guess. So it's a decent film. You could go watch it. But like me as a Star Wars fan, a lot of plot holes, a lot of convoluted mess. They should have just went by the Legends thing where you have like Luke Skywalker traveling, going after different Sith Lords. Why'd you have to do this whole Rey thing, Palpatine's daughter? You didn't really need it, alright? This is just so unnecessary. They should just went by George Lucas's ideas, went by his Legends. That would have been way better. But yeah, guys, I heard there's going to be another trilogy. Don't go forward with this plot. Don't say, oh, now there's a new freaking First Order. I thought this was the final order. No, this is the last order. Or go with another Resistance. I don't know what they'll call them now. We have the Rebels, we have the Resistance. What's going to be next? I don't know. They should actually go with the Old Republic. Make that a trilogy. That'd be awesome, alright? Seeing Darth Bane, seeing different like Sith Lords versus like the Jedis. That'd be legit. Now, it's one thing in this film. Rey gets like a yellow lightsaber at the end. I want to see like a yellow lightsaber in the Old Republic. I think it's like a yellow whip. That'd be pretty cool. I would like that. But yeah, guys, this trilogy really fell apart. Each film. I think Rise of Skywalker is better than Last Jedi, but it's not better than Force Awakens. It started on a high note, went to a low note, and barely creeped up for this film. Like, at least this one, I'll go watch it a second time. Like, I'd be down to watch it again so I could maybe talk trash about it a little more or enjoy it a little more. Last Jedi, I saw that once. Thought it was okay when I came out of the film, and then I thought about it more, and I was like, I'm not seeing that again. That was trash. But this film is at least enjoyable, alright? I prefer you go, like, if you're just checking out the spoiler review because you don't want to see, oh, you haven't seen it yet, but you want to see what happens. I don't know why you'd be doing that, but I prefer you go check out the film. And if you've seen the film like me, and you don't like it, you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, you didn't like all the plot holes, at least respect the fact that, okay, they at least made it enjoyable, gave us some fan service and some lightsaber battles. I hope they fix Star Wars, because Star Wars is really not doing so good right now. The only thing doing good with that is Mandalorian, and yeah, just Mandalorian's doing good. Everything else with Star Wars is kind of crap. Well, I guess Battlefront 2's new DLC is pretty cool, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, that's the review. In the comment section below, tell me all the Easter eggs you found. I may make a separate video on that if you guys request it, and tell me your dislikes about the film, all your dislikes, and all your likes about the film. And what do you think that next trilogy will be about? And do you think Star Wars will be back in 3 years, 10 years, or like a short time, a long time? I honestly think they should wait like 8 years, bring Star Wars back in 2027. Because if they do that, it'd be like the 50th anniversary. You know how cool that would be in the marketing? It's like, okay, it's been 50 years since the first Star Wars. Let's have a new Star Wars. That'd be so smart on Disney's part. And if they make the film good, it could bring Star Wars back into the limelight and make it the franchise that it once was. But right now, it's not that franchise. But yeah, guys, that's the review. Hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to this channel because I release everything DC every week. And I make some dope videos that you don't want to miss. Alright, guys, that's the video, and peace out.